Yo, what's good with it, chat? We back with another one, and today I'm gonna go over my starting 11. And the reason why I say 11, and I'm gonna try to make this video quick, so I may or may not need a part two. But the reason why I say my starting 11, so right now your boy's at team level 11. And I talked about the requirements in a different video, probably 3 4 videos back. But let's go through it now so that you understand why I got 11, and then I'm gonna go over my starting 11 to help you guys out and whoever wants to know my starting 11, or even just kind of compare your team with my team or whatever. But all right, so team level 11. Rank up 2 starters or all-star players to rank 3. We know that when it comes to the leveling up requirements as well as the tournament rings needed, your all-star, I'm sorry about that, your starters are going to be the cheapest. And then you're going to get into your all-stars, which is the second highest, and then your all-worlders, which is the most highest. So let's just go through it, and I'm gonna really try to keep it real simple so I can make sure that you guys are following me. All right, so rank up 2 starters or all-star players to rank 3. I'm going to do the 2 starters because the 2 starters are cheaper, especially with the rings. Then after that, I need 4 starters or all-star players to rank 3. Again, I'm going to stick to 4 starters because they're cheaper, and that's going to get me to do the level requirements faster. After that, rank up 7 starters or all-star players to rank 3. So that automatically means that the fastest way for me to get to team level or complete team level 13 requirements is 7 starters. After that, we go to team level 14. Rank up 10 starters or all-star players to rank 3. And to complete it faster, you could do 10 starters. But the reason why I'm not going to do 10 starters, because when you start getting to team level 15, 16, 17, 18, everything starts to change, right? So you want to be efficient so that you can climb all of the team levels. So yes, if you wanted to go 10 starters, you will complete it faster, but you're going to run into the problem when you get to the later levels, and you need your starters and your, I mean, not your starters, but your all stars and your all worlders for the rank up requirements, because your starters can only go to rank 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 7 starters and 3 all-stars and get them to rank 3. So when I do it that way, that's going to complete the 10, my starting 10. Then right here, rank up 2 of any players to rank 4. Again, my starters can go to rank 4. Rank 4 is their max. So I'm going to take out of my starting 7, I'm going to take 2 of my starters up to rank 4. After that, I'm going to take up 4 of my starters to rank 4. And then we get into team level 17, rank up 10 of any players to rank 4. So my starting 7 that I have, I'm going to take all of those starters, those 7 starters to rank 4, and then I'm going to take my 3 all-stars that I have to rank 4 as well to complete this. Now this is where my all-stars come in handy, because now I'm at team level 18, I need to rank up 2 of any player to rank 5. So since I can no longer use my starters because they're capped at rank 4, now out of my 3 starters that I took up in my starting 10, they're going to go to rank 5. So I'm going to take 2 of them up to rank 5. Team level 19, rank up 4 of any players to rank 5. Now again, I said my starting 11. So I started with 7 starters, 3 all-stars. I'm going to take all 3 of my all-stars to rank 5. And now that I'm at this level of team level 18 and 19 and up, I am going to unlock the all-world players. So this is where I choose one all-world player that I'm going to add to my roster, which is going to be my 11th player. Get them all the way up to rank 5. That's going to be a grind. But the reason why I'm going to do one all-worlder is because team level 20, rank up 1 of any player to rank 6. I forgot to mention that the all-stars, they max out at rank 5. So the only ones you can get to rank 6 will be your all-worlder. So that's why I have a starting 11, because you're going to need 1 to get to team level 20. All right, so let's get into it. go ahead and talk about my team. And again, but before I get into the team, huge shout out to Mitch, please. Again, he is in the campfire. When you pull up this screen, you can go to campfire. You can go to any of the fucking threads. And if you just at Mitch, please, he will respond to you. The tips thread, the fucking general thread, the meme thread, just Mitch, please, is at MITCHPLEASE. Mitch, please. So, because a lot of he spent so much time and effort on those Google Docs and broke everything down for, I mean, the entire game. But I used it for the player stats. So a lot of this, huge shout out to him. I wouldn't have made my starting 11 without his knowledge. So now let's go to my team. So we all started off with a particular player. To my knowledge, I thought that everybody started off with Jordan Poole and TC McCauley, I think. And then I think some people said that they may have started off with Jalen. I didn't know people can start off with Jalen, but whatever your starting player was, right? I started off with Jordan, so I automatically went with Jordan just to see how the game go. Now, again, based off of Mitch Please Google Docs, it had all of these stats in there. And stat by stat wise, for my starters, Jordan Poole is my number one. So not only was he my first starting baller, but when it comes to the stat wise, I love it. And I actually wrote it down. I forgot how I wrote it down. I think it went, let me see. Go to management, and I may be able to tell you more about the stats. Give me a second. Offense, defense. I forgot how I broke it down. Was it ball handling, perimeter, mid-range, dunk power? Okay, I think this is how I did it. So when I wrote everything down, max level Jordan Poole, his ball handling was 86, his perimeter shooting was 91, his mid-range shooting was 85, and then the dunk power was 76. Now 76 for the dunk power is low, but I'm not using him for my dunk power. He was the best perimeter shooter. So when I'm out here doing these just the regular activity games, and you know what I'm trying to say, the all around the world, the shoot beat him in 45, the first to five. He shoots fast as well, so that's really nice. But based off of the stats wise, ball handling, perimeter shooter, mid-range shooting, dunk power, Jordan Poole was one of the best out there. So he is my number one. And again, you can go into the campfire, Google Docs, and you can do all of it yourself. But based off of those stats in the Google Docs, this is how I got my starting 11. So Jordan Poole is number one. Let's see, how do I back out? All right, Jordan is number one. After that, the second best that I chose based off of the Google Docs was Jalen Green. Jalen came in at 86, 78, 79, and 89 for the dunk power. Third for me was Kelly. Kelly came in at 82, 78, 83, 81 dunk power. So less dunk power than Jalen Green, but the perimeter shooting, the three range, and then the ball handling. The ball handling went in Jalen's Green favor, and because you know how I do my videos, I love my offensive skills, so that's why I got Jalen as my number two. After that, since I got three shooters, I wanted a defensive player, and then so everybody loves this guy. So I got him at number four, got Andrew at number four, but not based off his offensive stats. I went over to the defensive side. So let's go ahead and go to management really quick. Defense. Okay. Defense, blocking, stealing. At maxed out defense, 86, the blocking, 74, and then the stealing is 76. And if you compare that to any of the shooters, back out here, any of them at all, it's nowhere near. So definitely wanted to give me a defensive player. And I don't even have the max defense stats, but trust me, if you use the Google Docs, you're going to see why that is. And so that's number four. Andrew's number four. Had to get a defensive player in there. After that, you can the points are kind of so similar that after you got those four, you can kind of just go with whatever you want. But me being me, I still continue to go through and pick my own ballers based off of how I like to play. So coming in at number five, if I can, let me scroll, would be Lorai, this guy here. Lorai, and his offensive stats go 75, 83, 83, 69. Not a good dunker at 69 power. 75 ball handling is not the great, but again, that mid range, the 3.83, that he was good enough to make the team. And then after that will be Jalen Bronson, which there's a way you can like. So I think all of my starters are up top, right? So let's see. No, they're not. Jalen Brunson. All right. There we go. Coming in at number 6, Jalen Brunson. 79, 84, 75, 64 dunk power. After that will be Alex Burks for my number 7 starter. And then you see I got Larry Nance Jr. leveled up as well, level 10. And, before, same thing with Gary Trent Jr., he's level 10 as well. Before I put together my starting 11, I was just, leveling up whatever I needed to get to team level 11. But eventually I took the time to actually pick who I wanted strategically for the stat wise. And then, so that's why some of them already leveled up. Those were my mistakes at the beginning. Anyway, Alex ends at my number 7 starter, 81 ball handling, 77, 83 for the shooting, 66 for the dunking. After that, I go to my starting all-stars. And again, this is based off of the Google Docs and my play style because everyone knows how I feel about Draymond. And I do my thing with Draymond. But again, based off of the stats in the Google Docs, he actually should not make my starting 3. He's going to make it anyway. So if you want to pick your favorite players and, level them up, go ahead and do that. There's no shame in that. But just based off the stats, I'm looking for Ja. And I'm actually curious if Ja is even going to, survive through the NBA or the suspension and, what's going to happen. But and how would that affect? So, if Ja gets removed from the NBA, we talking about worst of the worst case scenario, right? If he gets removed from the NBA, what would all world do with Ja? And then how would that affect us as the players? Because we spent time on leveling up Ja, right? And just to have him removed out of the NBA, that means the contract is terminated with the NBA, which means the contract for NBA All World, and so it's a lot to think about. But anyway, my number 1, Draymond Green. But besides that, number 1 stat base wise, Ja, coming in at 93, 83, 85, 95. After that would be Darius Garland. He is coming in at 93, ball handling, 82, 91, 73. Lackluster on the dunk power, but got the good ball handling that I like and being able to shoot the mid-range. That's why I got him in there. And if I need somebody to dunk again, Ja got 95 dunk power. After that will be CJ McCollum. CJ coming in at 89 ball handling, 80, 98 for the shooting. Again, that 98 is nice, and then 71 for the dunk power. Now, with that being said, those are all shooters, right? So if you need a defensive player, we have, I think Isaac is at the top. I really wish there was an easier way to fucking sort everybody. All right, give me a second. I know I got them for sure. Used them in my tournaments. Oh, man. Russell Westbrook is nice as well, but stat-wise, he's nowhere near these guys. Just a nice dunker. Am I just overlooking them? Oh, here we go. So Jonathan Isaac, one of the top defenders in the All Stars. So if you need a good defender, or if you just you like to play with people who have high defense, because a lot of people use like the high defense guys in the tournaments, then you will go Jonathan Isaac. And Draymond Green is up there as well. So like I said, if you don't fuck with Draymond, go ahead and get yourself a Draymond. And then after that, for my people who love defense, would be Jeremy Grant. Let's see. Jeremy. And you also have Bam. Bam. So if you want to, if you want to mix it up between the shooters, you got Ja, you got Darius, you got CJ. If you want to mix it up with the defensive players, you got Isaac, you got Draymond, you got Jeremy, and you got Bam. So after that, I need just one all-worlder. And by the way, since you asked for mines in particular, I'm going with all the shooters. It's going to be Draymond. Well, actually, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm going with Draymond, I'm going with Ja, and I'm going with Isaac. But stat-wise, you got Ja, Darius, CJ in that order. And then you got Isaac, Draymond, Jeremy, Bam in that order. But so for my three, it's going to be Ja, Draymond, Isaac. And then lastly, I'm actually not at the level where I can even show you an all-worlder. But for me, it's going to be... A lot of people thought it'd be LeBron, but it's actually not LeBron. Looking at the stats, and man, when you get to the all-worlders, it is so tough choosing. Like, because their stats, like, some of them are just dominant. Like, Steph Curry, the man three-pointer is 100. And it's like, so it really comes down to, your playing style. And even if you just want to go with your favorite player, that's fine. But for me, based off of the stats, I'm going with Kevin Durant, KD, coming in at 94 with the ball handling, at 94 and 100 for the shooting, and 92 for the dunks. All right, and then one last thing I wanted to put out there as well is that in the arena tournaments, because you got to mix it up. By the way, because you're level 5 through 9, know that if you I don't recommend staying at level 9. I definitely recommend getting into the 10s and the 17s brackets, right? That's the bracket I'm in, 10 through 17. But Patel pointed this out, is that your rewards are less. So this would be the same thing for the double ring Sundays as well. You would get less tournament rings. Now, depending on how many rings it is, maybe you can make the case on if you want to stay there and just be the best at level 9, and just, maybe you get like the guaranteed rings, guaranteed number 1, possibly, if you're that good. But yeah, so 7, 5, 5, and then it stops at 4, right? And then if you go to my bracket, I'm in the 10 through 17 bracket. My rewards, 11, 9, 7, 7, 7, and it goes all the way to level 8. And then if we did the same thing for the people who went to 18, let me find their bracket. 18, theirs are 13, 11, 11, 11, 9, 9, 9, and it goes down. So they start to give out more rewards, and they're not more rewards, but you don't have to fight for like top 3, top 7, and you don't get the big ones with this one here. You can fight for I'm pretty sure it go lower than that, but you can see just based off this, you can even fight for the top 32, and you'll still get some of the top rewards, just not as many. So that's something to keep in mind for when you're going for Double Ring Sunday. I can probably show the same thing on Double Ring Sunday just so you can see the difference in the rings, but since this is like Thursday, that's the ones I'm looking at. With that being said, I wanted to come here as well, and let's see how many of my people are in the open all world. So I'm curious as to how the open all world pairs people, because after when I went up against fucking LeBron, and I don't get it, man. So let's see. So you got Andrew. By the way, my starting 11 definitely mixes up for different positions. So sometimes you need like a Miami Heat player. You need, depending on the tournament, right? You need a Warriors players and like shit. Like you need a power forward, a point guard, or just like all this crazy shit, right? So my team definitely covers a lot of positions. So in this tournament, I can come in with Andrew. Kelly is my number 2 shooter. I mean, sorry about that. My number 3 shooter for my starters. I can come in here with Kelly. I got Jonathan as well. So that's 3 people off my list. If I had Bam leveled up, that can be Bam right there. Darius is here as well. Darius is my second All-Star shooter. On the list, when it comes to the Docs, the second best All-Star shooter. But for me, again, it's gonna be Ja, Draymond, and Isaac. So if you choose to go just based off the list, if you got Darius, cool. Who else? Gary did not make it. Alec, he's at the bottom of it, but he made number 7. So I literally got my entire lineup that I need in this tournament. So you definitely have a good mixture of players, of team, of positions that you need to participate in the tournament. So you shouldn't have too much to worry about. And because KD is my one pick for all worlder, I seen that from a buddy of mine whose team level requirements 18 and up. There was one tournament that said you needed KD to participate. It was like a KD only tournament. I thought that was fucking crazy. Now I'm not saying that that's specific for KD. Maybe one day Niantic's gonna do some dumb shit like you need LeBron and LeBron only. You need Steph and Steph only. So I don't. Niantic really need to get their shit together. But I hope that it helps, fam. With that, I'm out.